Good morning, everyone. Bob here. Welcome to stress relief exercises. And on my journey to find these exercises, I recently came across the Alexander method. And Frederick Matthias Alexander lived in the late 1800s into the middle of the 1900s. And he did a lot of work trying to find out how people can become more mindful. And in doing that, they reduce the amount of stress in their life and become healthier. So I'm going to share some of my ideas with you today, mixed in with some of Mr. Alexander's methods. And hopefully you'll find them useful and you can apply them whenever you want if you encounter stress. The first exercise, I call it sit and watch. The Alexander experts would call it sit, but I like to call it sit and watch. So it doesn't matter where you do it, because the world is filled with all kinds of interesting things. But today I'm sitting on a chair in my garden and I'm just watching. So let's just take a few seconds to watch, to see what we see. And you're with me, so you're watching what I'm watching. And then we'll talk about it. But one more thing. But how am I sitting? The key word is in a relaxed state, or I'm relaxing. So try to relax the way you're sitting and then come along with my watching. Okay. I know there are lots of sounds, but let's just focus today on the watching part. What did we see? And I'm not sure if you noticed the Buddha or the birdhouses or this beautiful smoke bush dancing in my yard on the stones. And beside it is the cut leaf maple tree with its delicate leaves providing me with shade. And did you notice my flagpole? And it's hard to see from where I'm seated or sitting, but I have two flags on the flagpole. I have a wagon over here which has two purple heart potted plants sitting in it. And there are other things too. You probably saw things that I didn't see. And I finished off by holding the camera and looking in this direction, and there was a robin there, but he's not there now. So the key to this sitting and watching exercise is to, first of all, be in a relaxed, seated state, the most comfortable position you can get your body in, and then just paying attention to what's around you. This exercise is called stand still. Now, I don't mean literally completely still, like a statue. I just mean plant your feet wherever you're standing so that the bottom of your feet don't move. So that'll be the still part. You might have shoes on, maybe socks, maybe you'll be in your bare feet like I am, to try to get the most out of the sensation of standing still. Just don't move the bottom of your feet. Yes, you can move your head if you feel like it. You can turn and move your hips if you feel like it. You can bend over and use your knees if you feel like it, but you don't have to. You're just standing still. And you're beginning to be mindful of the bottom of your feet. How do they feel where you're standing? Any pains or any uncomfortable sensations? Are you dizzy? Do you feel like you're going to fall over or you need to hold on to something? Okay, bring your thoughts to your knees. Are your knees soft? Not too soft, because if you really soften your knees and your body starts to go down because of gravity, then there's tension in your lower body. I don't want the tension in your lower body. I want your knees to be soft so that you're tension or stress-free. How about your shoulders? Are they sort of down and relaxed? Or do you have them up like this? Or are you crossing your arms? If you are, just get your upper body in a still, relaxed position. Be mindful of that, though. About your head and your neck. How does that feel? I'm just asking you to stand still. Think about your whole body now. And how do you feel? Now you can choose how long to stand still, or in the previous exercise, how long to sit and watch. You choose. But it's your body. You're being mindful of it, no matter what the exercise is here. And you're using your time in your space. So I want you to get the most benefit. This exercise is called floor resting. You don't have to lie on the floor. You could lie outside on the ground, but it should be flat. And it could have a carpet if it's in the house, and it might not. You might need a mat if you don't have a carpet, and you might need a pillow, but not a big pillow. A yoga block would be good, or a couple of paperback novels piled on top of one another underneath your head, neck area would be good. And bend your legs and put your feet flat, shoulder width apart. Put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly button. And then sense or be mindful of how you feel. That's right, do a body scan. If there's anything you need to change to make yourself more relaxed, because this is called resting, and you want to be resting, not tense or stressed. And then when you're ready, if you want to, only if you want to, so you'll have something to think about, I want you to think about breathing in through your nose slowly and blowing out through your mouth even more slowly. And maybe you'll feel your belly button go up Maybe your chest will go up, and then as you blow out, your chest will go down, and your belly will go down, maybe. But as long as you're resting and you're not in any stressful, tense position, you're in the right spot. Again, how long do you stay here? As long as you have time to stay there, or as long as it takes. The last exercise is called strolling or slow walking, very slow walking. I don't care if you walk in the house, outside, on the beach, in the park, in your yard, down a busy street. Just do it very slowly. Mindful focus, paying attention to exactly where you are in time and space. I don't want you to stop and stand. I don't want you to stop and sit. And I don't want you to stop and lie down somewhere and rest. I just want you to stroll. Pay attention to your surroundings. Again, how long do you stroll for? As long as you have time. If you've been experiencing a lot of stress lately, a lot of tension, a lot of tightness, a lot of pain, you might want to stroll a little longer and do some mindful thinking while you're at it. Frederick Alexander would be proud of you. He knows it'll make a difference in your stress life, your anxiety level, and I know it'll make a difference too. If you want more information about the Alexander method, you can always check it out on the internet. In the Google search box, just type the Alexander method. Read about it, do some of their exercises, but be mindful. You'll be a lot healthier and a lot safer if you're focused. Until next time.